This is Andrew Klavan on The Culture. Boy, oh boy, Barack Obama, Chris Dodd, and Barney Frank are finally going to take on Wall Street fat cats and their unsavory political cronies, Barack Obama, Chris Dodd, and Barney Frank. That's right. Dodd, the Democratic chairman of the Senate Banking Committee, got more than $750,000 in sweetheart loans from Countrywide Financial after Countrywide's CEO made a fortune off corrupt shenanigans at Fannie Mae, which was consistently protected from scrutiny by lies from the powerful Democratic chairman of the House Financial Services Committee, Barney Frank. And now Dodd is pushing financial reform through the Senate, just as Frank is pushing it through the House. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, Klavan on The Culture, you're so funny. Your satire's the best. You're good looking, too. And last night with you was the best sex I've ever had in my life. All right, probably only some of you are thinking that last part. But here's the truth. You know how Democrats are always saying, you may not like our government takeover of the free market because it strips you of your constitutional freedoms, violates the principles of our founders, and plunges the nation so far into debt it may never recover. But just wait till you get the benefits, like your health care paid for by more productive citizens than you. And you know how you always answer, hey, Democrats, what do you think I am? Some corrupt, soulless politician like yourself who'll sell his principles for an ill-gotten free ride? No, sir, not me. Well, I used to say the same thing as you, and guess what? I was wrong. Give me enough goodies, and I can be bought, like a cheap suit or a pack of cigarettes or a senator. You see, using creativity and imagination to make these satires was getting kind of hard, and the government was offering satire for free, so I took it. Yes, this Klavan on The Culture is the product of satire welfare. Our federal representatives supplied all the laughs just by being them. Take the financial crisis, please. Oh gosh, this free government humor is great, isn't it? But really, the financial crisis, what's it all about? Well, during the Carter and Clinton administrations, the government bullied banks into giving mortgages to people who couldn't afford them, aided by an agency created during the Roosevelt administration, Fannie Mae, and by Freddie Mac, whose board of directors once included Rahm Emanuel, who now works for Barack Obama, who, as senator, joined with Barney Frank to help stop Bush's attempt to rein these institutions in. So Wall Street bankers made a fortune off the derivatives they inspired, knowing that when the ramifications of the whole vote-buying scam collapsed the economy, they'd be bailed out by Timothy Geithner, who they helped get into office by contributing millions to the campaign of Barack Obama, who has sworn to punish the Republicans responsible if it's the last thing he ever does. That's why Obama has been railing against those rotten rich guys who helped pay his way. He's hoping you'll forget how the bad loans started and that Republicans will either cave in or back the Wall Street stinkers because the GOP's too stupid to distinguish crony capitalism from real capitalism. Then the Democrats will push through a reform that will come down hard on unscrupulous firms like Goldman Sachs, who support the reform because since it's written by their Democrat pals, it's not really reform, but will only guarantee more bailouts so that instead of government insuring your nest egg, it'll be confiscating your nest egg to insure the fat cats. You know, some of these free government jokes aren't actually all that funny, or free, or jokes. This is Andrew Klavan on The Culture.